You have to sometimes lean into trends. You have to sometimes lean into what sells. You have to lean into marketing, but you can't lose yourself in it. Hi friends, it's Alex. Welcome to Guiding Creatives, the community for creatives or multi-passionate people where I teach you how to leverage the gig economy to get whatever you need. Money, time, energy, friends, community, capacity, opportunity, imagination, whatever you need, I'm here to help you get it. This is something a lot of people struggle with, creatives, brands, businesses, people in general, and it's this need, this hope, this wish to go viral. Today I want to talk about why we need to stop aiming for virality and what the implications of it actually mean. So let's dive into it. The first thing I want to talk about this topic, or the first question I want to ask you is, why are your sights set on going viral? Why do you believe so hard that the answer to all your problems, that the secret to success is going viral? One, it's something that people have promoted. It's a good selling point. Like, I can make you go viral, 10 ways to go viral, how to make a YouTube video that goes viral, how to make a product that goes viral. And we do see these big names that jump out of nowhere. Like, we see a lot of businesses and people on TikTok getting a lot of attention really quick. And sometimes it works for people and sometimes it doesn't. But what I want you to remember is, in any industry, in any pursuit of creativity, business venture, anything, you need to ask yourself why you have a certain goal and if this goal is your own. It's crucial that you define success for yourself and your team and your business and your pursuit, your project. Define it for yourself. What does it actually look like to you? So right away, I just need you to try to erase this belief because it's something other people have put in your head. You didn't say the reason I started this brand, this project, this business is to go viral. You never said I need to go viral to be successful. Like, I will never be successful until I go viral. That's not an inherent belief of creativity. You know, being known and being popular can be something good to strive for, but to go viral, like, that is such a modern belief that we've put and kind of instilled fear into people that they need to reach this or they haven't succeeded or they're still this milestone they haven't hit. But the truth is, you don't ever need to go viral. Not everybody should go viral. It's not going to help everybody. So to erase this belief, instead of me just telling you to erase this belief, we're going to talk about why, how, and we're going to just change our perspective on what it means to go viral. So one common thing I see with creatives, you'll see this on TikTok and YouTube and other platforms, or even if you have a business, but you can create these expectations from your audience that you might not even want to live up to, or you can't. So if you are a brand, business, or project that talks about nature, and one day you're like, you know what, I'm going to do an unboxing review of this craft haul I did, just because it's something you wanted to film. Like, you weren't finding any luck. You're like, I'm just going to film this and put it out there. That goes viral. That happens to people. You now have an expectation to keep producing content like this to please your audience. But if this is not what you started for and this is not what you align with, you know, that's not going to work. And even if you stay within your niche, even if you post a video that aligns with you, people may only want to see this from you. Maybe you talked about one topic, or you showed one product, or you showed one thing, and that's all people want because that's what they followed you for. It can really skew your growth because it kind of puts the reins on your variety and says, this is what people followed you for. This was your secret to success. Now keep replicating it. But you and your followers are both going to get burnt out if you keep doing the same thing over and over. So that's why a slow build of a variety of things, a variety of people who followed you for a variety of reasons is actually more sustainable in the long run. Speaking of that, you also may not have the capacity to deliver. So if you're a business and you go viral, what if you are not prepared for 1,000 new orders? One, you can miss out on the virality. So if you're not prepared to go viral and you get 1,000 new orders and you only have enough to fulfill 100, and then people don't return when you restock because virality is so quick, maybe you become old news because that's how the trend cycle works. You know, you've missed an opportunity. So if you're not really ready for it in that capacity, you don't get to take advantage of it. But in worse terms, it can hurt your reputation, because if you get thousands of orders, and listen, this happens to people. If you go from having 3 orders a day to 1,000 in one day, and you are not prepared to handle that, you don't deliver the quality you promised, or it costs you because you have to like work overtime and hire a bunch of people and do a bunch of things to make sure you get all this on time, so you actually don't benefit from it financially, this can hurt your business and your reputation. And in terms of being like a creator or a creative, if you are still really struggling financially to support your creative pursuit, because I know how that is, if you're creating art or crafts or YouTube videos and you go viral and people want more and more from you, but you physically cannot afford to produce more and more, like you need to work and make a living so you can produce more, that'll also hurt you, because people will be like, where are you? Why aren't you supporting your audience? People tend to forget that we also have to work to be able to afford to do this. Like, this is a free time thing until it's a paid time thing. People forget that and they think you can just pump out content when they're ready for you. So that's why if you're not ready for a large audience to come, if you're not ready to support a large audience, a large amount of orders, a large clientele, a large customer base, it can really hurt your reputation. So going viral isn't always great. And just in reference of those 2 past ones, this brings on burnout. You can get burnt out so easily. You can resent your business. You can ruin your business. You can have a falling out with a partner, with a team. A lot can happen when you are put under pressure very quickly. So another thing that is kind of where I teeter on is it's not going to be beneficial to go viral if you don't have somewhere for people to go. A lot of people you will see, this is more like influencers, people on TikTok will go viral, but they have nothing really to gain from it besides public awareness, and then all of a sudden they make merch really quick, or they make a song really quick, and they start promoting affiliate links really quick, trying to capitalize on their growth, but it's already too late. After you go viral, if you're like, oh, by the way, I have this, it just doesn't come off very authentic. It's not great. And for me, I'm trying to grow my Guiding Creatives brand. If you're here, thank you. But I'm still working on my membership area. I'm still working on a lot of things. So if I get a huge following overnight and people have nowhere to go, I'm not really taking advantage of that viral moment. I'm actually having people come see that they've gotten all they needed and they might never return, as opposed to if I'm ready to give them, you have free resources, you have a bunch of playlists you can binge, you have my membership area, you have my coaching program. Like, if you have all these things that you can go, if all my social media are ready for you to follow me so you can have like a place to connect with me, that's going to be a lot better in the long run. But you have to be ready for that. And I can't be ready for that overnight, which is why slow growth is the best growth. Something else that happens is if you're unclear about your path or your business or your brand, or you're still in the beta testing phase, like you're still figuring out exactly where you're going, if your viral moment keeps your audience stuck in your current phase, one, it can control the direction of your growth. It can control what you focus your energy on, which may not be what you're actually passionate about. And it may not be what actually helps you get to your long-term plan. If you're not clear about your business plan, if you're not clear about where you're evolving, where you're going, who you are and who you want to be in terms of your audience, like community, it can keep you stuck. You can lose your audience if you go the direction that you actually want to go. It's a slippery slope. So again, if you have people slowly coming in and people slowly leaving, you're going to build a more sincere community. And I think that should be the goal ultimately. It doesn't sound as flashy, it doesn't sound as amazing, but in the long run, it actually is way better. And I think something we need to remember about virality is it's often short-lived. Like, you don't post one viral video and keep posting viral videos every day. Even the people who maintain a great reputation and great success after virality don't always go viral. You see really famous YouTubers. Not every YouTuber's video gets millions and millions and millions of views. When you keep trying to reach this, or you set it as a goal, you're going to keep letting yourself down, and you're going to hold yourself up to expectations that are not necessarily the right ones for you. So that can harm you in a mental way, but it can also harm you in like a physical, real life business setting or brand setting way, because if you are depending on this virality for your success and it only lasts a month, a week, even if it only lasts a year, that's going to hurt your business. It needs to be sustainable. Why would you want a flourishing business for 1 month when you can have a flourishing business for 10 years? Do you really want there to be such a big rush and drop, or would you rather some gradual fluctuations? And ultimately, if you haven't noticed from everything I've said, this is very stressful. This is hard on your mental health to aim for these goals. It's hard on your team if you're building a team. It's hard on your audience if you guys have a disconnect because there's lack of preparation, lack of direction, or you just weren't ready for this moment. There are a lot of reasons why this can take away from the beauty of what you set out to do. And that's something that's very hard to remember. It's something also very hard to give weight to. A lot of us don't give enough weight to how we feel and what we really feel passionate about, because you have to sometimes lean into trends. You have to sometimes lean into what sells. You have to lean into marketing, but you can't lose yourself in it. And that's kind of what I want to highlight here. You should aim for snowball growth. So what this means is if you've ever pushed a snowball, made a snowman, you're slowly getting more snow. You're slowly getting more snow. You're slowly growing. Then you hit a point. If you ever played Animal Crossing, you know this point. You hit a point where that ball is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like nothing can stop it. For your business, creative project, or pursuit, you want a little bit of growth at the beginning. You want audience coming. You want audience leaving. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but you want to see what you're doing wrong. You want to see areas where you can improve. So people come and go, you learn, you grow. And then when you're in a good place, like you have a stable foundational base for people to find you, access you, benefit from you, you benefit from them, build a community, you have that foundational base. Then you start making this content. It's picking up pace. It's picking up speed. But the beauty here is that your audience and your business or your brand, you're growing with each other. So the snowball is just getting bigger and bigger. So instead of linear growth, you are getting exponential growth, but it's not like flat, 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 boom, and then back flat line. It's more like growth, 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 spike, and then it just keeps going up. And there might be a little bit of fluctuations, but you're now at a different level. You've leveled up. And that's something virality doesn't give you. You don't level up when you go viral. You have a moment when you go viral. Can you take advantage of that moment and level up? Absolutely. Does that give you an opportunity to level up 10 levels as opposed to one at a time? Absolutely. But it doesn't often work for everybody, and a lot of people often don't even meet virality. If you strive to just go viral every day, you're probably wasting your time. So all of this is to say, focus on growing gradually and exponentially at your pace. Define your own success. Stop aiming to go viral. It's better to be authentic than it is to be trendy. Whether you believe that or not, that's fine, but that's where we're headed. Don't worry so much about the analytics until you've really mastered your craft, because you also want to give yourself time to grow. You want to give your business room to make mistakes. You want to give your brand room to have an unhappy client. You want to be able to handle risk. And when you go viral, that risk can take you out. So thank you for listening. Take your time, be gentle with yourself, your business, your brand. Nurture a community, be yourself, snowball, and stay creative. Bye.